for personally, I need life skills. I need to have someone that's gonna prepare me for the future. And instead of investing the money in SROs, you can invest money in more classes like what financial classes. We don't have no financial classes here, and I don't know any other school that have financial classes. How to save up money, how to create your own account, how to budget, how to do this, how to support yourself, how to invest in yourself, and how to build your own career, and how to brand yourself. We don't have stuff like that. Those things are needed, they're necessary, they're required in life. You need to know how to build relationships. You need to know how to control your emotions. You need to know how to take care of yourself. And when I feel like I don't have support like that. I have to look for it on my own. I have to search for the people that I need, people that I can relate with, people that I see that they see my potential. When I see that person, that's when I actually put some effort.
As most of us are informed, is that there's so many things that trigger students and basically any person. And most of these are because of traumatic events that we've gone through. And oftentimes anything can just trigger you. It could be the loud noise of the bell. It could be the crowded students across the hall. It could be maybe it's too quiet for you to stay calm, right? And all these things might trigger you. You never know what it is. And depending on how your body reacts to it, it might seem too violent and you might get in trouble for it. And so I just imagine myself that, for example, a student is triggered and it's unintentional, but the way they react to what they have just been triggered gets them into trouble. For example, they have to go to the office, they get in detention, or it becomes a really complicated case for the student. But if the money instead was used to fund more counselors and more trauma-informed training for the counselors and the teachers, then they would know better on how to deal with such situations. So like how to know like if a student is triggered in this way, or how to prevent those kind of triggers for students. And if the students get triggered and they panic in this way, how do we make them feel more connected and calm down, right? And so I feel that type of funding should be used to train teachers and all educators on how to better communicate and be more trauma-informed on how to help students, all kinds of students, diverse students, and also other staff members too here at the school, because the school is not just made of students, but of students, teachers, and parents too, and basically everyone, the janitors too, are part of the school.
The principal mentioned there's one black teacher, Miss Renee Mitchell. Let's give it up for Miss Renee for being that young person who really has changed the culture and dynamic of Roosevelt, kind of single-handedly at least. But with that being said, what is your opinion, and maybe just one or two answers on how important is representation? Why does representation matter? So as we talked a little bit about school resource officers, but can we talk about how that affects self-esteem? So why is it important to have representation or having teachers that may look like you?
I personally think it's very important because without Miss Renee, I didn't have no teachers, no nothing to look up to. And when I came to Roosevelt, I kind of like was put in classes. I took engineering, was the only girl, the only black girl too. And it was a male teacher. Most of my teachers were males. And when I had like personal issues going on, I didn't want to go to them. And on top of that, I didn't have no dad, so I didn't even know what it was like talking to a male. And having Miss Renee, I was able to open up. She taught me like, I wasn't the only one dealing with like not having a voice, being very shy, insecure about certain things. And knowing that she was one of those persons who can relate and talk back and find my power, my voice. I was able to push myself, push others. Like this is the life you have to live of a black girl in general. That you know it's hard, and that there is people out there who could support you and look up to you and invest in you. And with Mr. Renee, she just found like passion in me, and I was just like, wow, I never know no one who actually like cared this much and was willing to just push me to the edge to keep going and to keep telling me not to give up. And I just felt loved, and I believe that there was someone who is able to be bigger than somebody because Miss Renee was.
I really think that having someone that looks like you within the school is very important. in my experience, I've never really had a black teacher. No, I've never actually. Maybe in Africa, but it doesn't really count because everybody's black where I grew up. But I've never had a black teacher, and Miss Renee is not even my teacher. She's a mentor, a friend. She's someone that I had to find, and I'm like, oh, I can connect with this person. But I've never really had a teacher that I'm like, oh, she looks like me. She has gone through this and this and that, and I can relate to her. I can learn from her experiences. For me, I think it's important to have someone that looks like you. When I met Miss Renee, things changed for me because she saw my potential. She saw things that I could do and be, and she continues to believe in me. She continues to pushes me. She continues to see the things that I can do, even when I don't see it. But she pushes me, and she gives me that courage. She gives me that gift of, I can't even explain it. Miss Renee is different. She's not just Miss Renee, but other teachers that see that same potential in you, it empowers you to go and do further things. Because my experience, coming from where I'm from, I'm kind of learning how to break a chain. There's a lot of cultural trauma. I'm dealing with it, and it's like it's passed on, and it's hard to know how to identify it, where it comes from, how to break the cycle, and how to free yourself and heal yourself. And not only me, but I'm the oldest and I have to be an example for my younger siblings. So when Miss Renee came into my life, she brought this new energy, she brought this new wisdom that I've never really experienced or heard of. And she continues to teach us how to heal ourselves from traumatic experiences. She teaches how to see, you see the problem is there, how to process the trauma, how to heal from it, and how to better yourself. Justice said it all already. Like I've never really met someone that loves me so much that I'm not even related to her. Like she's not my parents. She's not an auntie. She's not a godmother. I'm not related to her in any way, but she sees so much potential in me. She loves me so much that I can't even understand that kind of love.
Thank you.
I just wanted to add on a short thing, is that it's not just important to have someone who looks like you, but someone who speaks like you, right? Who has struggled with their accent, or someone who has come here from totally different culture to a new culture with different perspectives, and has strived and become more successful. And this is why I constantly keep going back to Mr. H and to my other teachers, saying, can we have other African advocates come to Roosevelt to support the African students, right? Because of the accent, the language barriers, there's always these barriers for African children, and by having more representation in staff and advocates, that would really help those students become more successful than they are right now.
So what is some advice that you would give adults in the audience?
The first advice I would give would be, first of all, everyone needs to be open-minded to new information and new education, because new immigrants, refugees come to Portland, to Oregon, like basically every week or a few months. And this population keeps growing and growing, but there's only so much limited resources for them, because from what I learned recently is that there is a separation between African Americans and the immigrant community. And this is because the immigrant community has a bunch of layers that it takes them to get to the African American level. For example, if you don't speak English, that's one language barrier. If you don't, for example, it's too cold here, it's extremely freezing, and that's a culture shock. Taking the language, taking the buses, speaking not just speaking English, but you have to have the American accent, you know? So there are always these barriers, and by being publicly educated and acknowledge that there are these groups of Africans and African Americans, then you can help each community better by, first of all, understanding and knowing what really affects these different communities. And I think that by becoming more educated and becoming more knowledgeable about this, then providing mentors. When I came to US, my family got introduced to Y.O.U.th, and I got a mentor, but she was American, she was white, but I would have loved to have a mentor. And she was really understanding of me, And so that gave me the chance to really settle down here as a refugee, but to settle down knowing that I have this mentor who is here to look out for me, to help me. For example, when my mom can't go to school to a meeting, she's there for me. And so by being that person who steps up for that student or that person in that specific community is really important.
I come from a single mom of 5 kids, and there's a lot of like history of many things. And I experienced a lot growing up. And a lot of teachers didn't know that, what I was going through. They just thought I was a regular student, didn't know stuff. I was even put on an IEP at a young age. I was told, I wasn't going to make it and do stuff like that, but there was always like this stuff that was missing, which was like, I needed like a teacher who understood me. I needed someone to be there for me. I need someone to, take time to read a book with me and stuff like that, like being one-on-one with me, hands-on. I was told this generation is a hands-on generation. I really believe that. But personally, I feel like being there for that student, understanding what they're going through, what they're experiencing, talk to them, not about what they're exactly what it is they're going through, but what can they do to benefit them? How can they be there?
Prevalent now. So what would you say to teachers that say, I'm not a counselor, I'm not a mental health specialist, I just want to teach?